There are few things certain in life: death, taxes, and NBA trades. There's always a rumor. This guy getting traded here, that guy is getting traded over there, and more often than not, it doesn't even happen. I'm still waiting on the Giannis to Warriors logjam. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you about the trades that should happen in the NBA next season, what players would be involved, and why would each team even do the trade in the first place. How's it going, everybody? This is Troy, host of the Half Court Report YouTube channel, and we're not going to see another trade until the end of this NBA season is over. Who knows when that's going to be, whether they're playing in Orlando, Vegas, I don't know, but maybe something will happen. But I was thinking about some trades that I think would be cool to happen, so I was like, hey, let's make a video about it. So I'm really eager to see what you guys think in the comments. I know you always have an opinion, so let me hear them. So real quick before we get into it, the channel continues to explode each day. It's almost like it's bigger than the one before it. So this is one of the newer channels on YouTube, not even 4 months old yet, and already at 3,000 subs, right around there. So thanks to everybody for helping to make that happen. Couldn't have done it without you, so the support has been unbelievable. If you like the NBA, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're not already. And we have a goal of 155 likes on this video. So click that thumbs up as well, and you can also follow me on Twitter at HalfCourtReport. One of my favorite things about the NBA is all the trades that happen. It's like Christmas for me. I love it. And even before I started this channel, I would have a list on my laptop of all the teams, all the rosters, and sometimes I would just play around with it, say, okay, maybe this guy gets traded here. What would this team look like? This guy goes here. What would the roster makeup of that team be? So this video is kind of an expansion on that. So all this to say, these trades won't happen until the season is over or into next season. So some of these will maybe need an extra player thrown in, maybe a minimum salary guy or a young prospect that I haven't mentioned, but the purpose here is to show you the major names that would be involved in these trades. The first trade I have is a swap of two players, and it involves the Indiana Pacers and the Houston Rockets. So we're going to trade Myles Turner for Eric Gordon. So remember Houston, they traded away Clint Capella just a few months back. So are we really going to pretend that PJ Tucker is going to play center for 82 games? I mean, come on, the dude is 6'5". So why does Houston do it? Well, I think Myles Turner's defense is very similar to Clint Capella's. Their defensive win share is near identical. Also, Myles Turner is 2 years younger than Clint Capella. Not as good of a rebounder as Capella was for them, but he's better in blocks. He's better in threes. He shoots 4 threes per game at around 35%, whereas Capella is strictly a rim runner. And I think James Harden and Russell Westbrook would be getting Turner the ball in some good spots. I have them including a first-round pick here because Gordon is basically a bad contract at this point. Turner is definitely worth a late first in this NBA climate. So why does Indiana do it? They do it to help their logjam in the front court. I think it's obvious that Myles Turner and Domantas Sabonis cannot play together effectively long-term. Sabonis is the superior player, so you're going to have to ship Myles Turner out. Gordon, hey, he's also from Indiana, so it's a switch of two hometown guys. He gets to go back home. By getting rid of Myles Turner, you free up more of those front court minutes for guys like TJ Leaf because it's run out of time on him. He's got to show us something. It's really fish or cut bait with him. Goga Bitadze had some good run in spurts this past season, so you open up some more minutes for him. And you also give more run to TJ Warren at the 4. Sabonis moves to the 5 full-time, and you try to play him maybe as a poor man's Nikola Jokic. This just makes too much sense for both teams. This next trade is something that Sixers fans are going to love because this is a trade for Al Horford. I'm just kidding. Al Horford is never getting traded. His contract is terrible. No team is going to want it. I don't see how you're going to get off that contract, and if the Sixers could take a mulligan on this one, I know they would do it. For this next trade, I gotta have something for the Knicks fans because so many Knicks fans watch these videos, so I'm not forgetting about you. This is going to be for Nasir Little, Trevor Ariza, and Rodney Hood of the Portland Trailblazers for Julius Randle of the Knicks. So why does New York do this? I don't think Randle is in New York's plans. They have their new front office. I think they really want to put a new stamp on things. And anything you can get from Julius Randle is great. He's got a small buyout after next season, so he's basically an expiring contract and he shouldn't be hard to move. So you make this deal mainly for Nasir Little. And for those of you who don't know who Nasir Little is, he's a small forward. He didn't get a whole bunch of run his rookie year with the Blazers, this current past season, whatever you want to call it. Coming in, he was a potential top 10 pick who slipped to the end of the first round in the 2019 draft. His game right now is basically defense and hustle, but I think of him as an Al-Farouq Aminu type player right now. He's not going to get you a ton offensively, but look at it this way. He's only 2 years out of high school. He was a 5-star recruit. He was the number 2 player in the country coming into college. So I'm betting on a guy like that. He could be a future starter. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Portland does it because they just need help on their bench. They need help in the front court. They're helping to get back to the playoffs, make a deep playoff run. Randle is best when he's not the number 1 guy. There was too much of that in New York. He was kind of a ball stopper. He had a good season as a third option when he was in New Orleans playing with Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis. So I would like to see if we could kind of get some of that magic back with this Blazers trade. I like his offense next to the defense of Zach Collins. Maybe he comes off the bench and he's a nice 1-2 punch with Anthony Simons who backs them up in the guard position. And if it doesn't work out, all you've lost really in the trade is Nasir Little, who you weren't playing anyway. This next trade is for the Grizzlies and the Kings, and it involves Dillon Brooks, not Marshawn Brooks, not Aaron Brooks, not Brooks, who was in Shawshank Redemption. This is Dillon Brooks, Gorgui Dieng, and Brandon Clark being traded for Buddy Hield. So of all the trades that I've mentioned, this one is, I think, 100% going to happen. It's not really a matter of if Buddy Hield gets traded, but when it's going to happen, because he was never going to stay in Sacramento when they signed him to that max deal, which kicks in next year. They just didn't want to lose him for anything. They signed him with the hopes of potentially trading him down the line, which I think they're going to do as early as next season. So Buddy is unhappy in Sacramento. He doesn't like coming off the bench behind Bogdanovich. He's made that known. I think the Kings are definitely going to re-sign Bogdanovich. He's going to be their starting 2 for the future. And Buddy doesn't want to come off the bench. So with his new max deal kicking in next season, Memphis, they have plenty of cap space to take that deal in. Then you're going to have a Ja Morant, Buddy Hield backcourt,
which I think is pretty sweet,
along with Jaren Jackson, Justice Winslow, and Jonas Valanciunas as your starters. Why do the Kings do it? You've got the new deal for Dillon Brooks that kicks in next year at about 10-12 per year. And Dillon Brooks is fine coming off the bench, and he can get hot really quick. He can play the 2, he can play the 3. He had his best years as a pro this season, averages only about 4 points less than what Buddy Hield does. Doesn't take as many threes, about 4 fewer a game, but he hit at about the same percentage. Brandon Clark would be a complete beast for the Kings. I think Memphis would try all they could to leave him out of this trade. Maybe they could put in a future first that they have from Utah or Golden State. But I think it would be hard for Memphis to do this trade if Brandon Clark is included, because they love him, and if he ends up going to the Kings, Sacramento fans will love him as well. He would immediately be Sacramento's best or second best big man. He and De'Aaron Fox would run some really nice plays together. Gorgui Dieng is an expiring contract. While he's with the Kings, he can be an awesome locker room guy. Is he ever on a winning team? I don't know. Maybe he can help out the Kings a little bit in that area. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about these trades, and if you'd like to see more trade videos like this or anything at all you'd like to see on the channel. I think I make a pretty good GM. I don't know. We've got a goal of 155 likes on this video, so if you've enjoyed it, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks so much for watching. This is Troy with the Half Court Report, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, one more thing. Here's some more videos to check out on the Half Court Report channel. I hope you like them, and thanks for watching.